and really push these individual advantages, and Missing is perfectly happy to assist them in that. These guys have been leading the charge on kind of these ranged support duos that have become such to have his wits about him. Facing off against this Nico takes a little bit of a chunk of damage. As Sheer going all in onto Keshi, finds the solo kill!
Both junglers have their level 6. Missing and Feather do not have theirs, but it is a very simple bot lane prio.
Instead, though, Junhao still hovering around this bottom side as Ryan and Feather continue to get chunked out. Feather going to go in for the engage. Missing going to channel the Pop Blossom. Finds the knockup, flashes away. Junhao on top of him. Gets in there with the Cataclysm. And that kill will go over to Ryan. 1-1 on the scoreboard, but Croco re-engages. A flash win becomes lightning. Gets him onto Junhao and makes the 1-for-1.
You can't really lane top away from this. Imagine if Kennen was here as well. You can't do this against Kennen. So you can't put your cannon down here. You can do this against a cannon. So LNG at 12 minutes in will break the first turret. How important the dragon stacking is right now in the game. Feats of strength being out of the game. You don't need the grubs for anything. They do get left alone for a lot of the...
Game here. ThunderTalk won one game throughout group perseverance, so they certainly have not been able to find ways to consistently find advantages. Sheer getting all into by Keshi, but Sheer dishes out just as much as he takes. Here comes Junhao going in for the dive. Doesn't find the flag and drag. Will have enough damage to get the rumble down. Keshi, though, snagged by the Pop Blossom, and BuLLDoG arrives off the TP to get the execution. A 1-for-1 against basically anybody that they send a lane against him is a big thorn in the side of ThunderTalk at this stage, as they're going to continue to just pump out damage into this mid turret. They might get the whole thing here, and they will. Yeah. Rift Herald doing its job. Croco claiming the credit on that second turret. Opens up the map a little bit, and he's going to try to take it on a ride up towards the top side. I think he's going to get it, too. He's going to get a decent more plate gold. Well done, Croco.
How's that driving? BuLLDoG should be fine. He's so fast with these boots. Now Keshi's dead!
Yes, he is. Nowhere to go when Croco drives the Rift Herald in behind you. BuLLDoG now going to have to survive what is likely going to be a dive. Does blow the miasma nice and early, but that clears out the wave so fast. They have to wait for Feather to arrive. Here he comes. The aggro goes over to Heru. A little bit desynced there. Petrifying Peyz lands onto 2, but Ryan's here for the backup. And 4 versus 1. Real hard to mess this up. ThunderTalk managed to pick up a kill onto BuLLDoG.
Feather has the cleanse there. He spellbooked over to the cleanse so that even though he instantly uses his ult to become tanky under the turret, he's able to cleanse himself out of the Petrifying Gaze. Missing will cancel some bases here, just being a little bit of a thorn in ThunderTalk's side, but ThunderTalk are finding a few answers on the side lane, but not enough. And now, the more important aspect to the game, this dragon stacking, it's sole point for LNG. This has gone completely uncontested. Look at the great vision from LNG. This is not at all what we were talking about. And Alistar ult makes you very tanky, so he tanks the turret for the entire time and does not die. Turret for ThunderTalk.
Somebody getting picked off en route, and their attempts to make some of these mismatch plays have not been successful. Missing getting caught in transit, though. He flashes away from the Cataclysm. And that should be all that she wrote for Junhao's attempt to get a play started here. And once again, I mean, they're just getting pushed and pulled around the map. They've lost all their outers. Yeah. They lost the mid lane inner. They've lost all 3 dragons, and they don't have much of anything to show for it.
I mean, that play is more inconvenient for Missing than anything. Oh, guys, I don't have heal, I don't have flash. But it's fine because it's 4 minutes until dragon. I mean, the flash won't be back up, but still, it doesn't really matter. You can't really capitalize on that aggressively because... Shit, do we win this?
Well, they at the very least win the trade. I don't know if he's going to get the full solo kill. Stun comes through, Keshi flashes away, and I spoke too soon. Sheer with a solo bolo, his second of the game against Keshi's counter pick Kennen.
He's a full item down. Keshi has Gunblade and Shadow Flame. I said Flame Horizon, different term. Shadow Flame, and Sheer still wins it. Is this a 21-minute Baron? LNG... This is a bit risky. You are down a top laner on ThunderTalk's side. Is there an answer here?
We'll find out. Junhao still without that ultimate, too, from the earlier pick attempt onto the Nico. Sheer trying to zone him out, but won't be able to stop the flag and drag. They catch him onto the control wards. Junhao pushed further back away. He's going to have to get in here at some point, trying to make it a 50-50, looking for the Baron. Cannot find it in time. It's smited down by Croco, and LNG picked themselves up.
Looks like the members are around the dragon, but Vision control for LNG isn't super deep. It will start being put in now. We're 45 seconds away from this dragon. Missing won't have the flash, or if he does, it's very, very close to being there. Keshi in a good flank angle, though. He's going to be swept. He's just dead here.
Is it a good flank angle, or is he just getting found and picked? Really good marking by LNG. They cover all their bases. They are aware of what the singular threat to their dominance over this game is, and it is a nutso cannon flank. And they hose that right away. Now they have the numbers advantage as their Soul Dragon spawns and should have no problem securing that for themselves. They might even get another pick here. Heru getting run down by 1XN, and Croco is happy to meet him halfway. Heru pushed into the base.
And LNG will break open this first inhibitor turret. See how much more they can get. Whether it's just this turret, remember, or not even. The turrets are so tanky when... There we go. The true damage from the Trinity Force on Corki will allow him to break open that turret. But the turrets are so tanky, it's very hard to siege, which is one of the biggest reasons why the Dragon Soul is so valuable. It's a permanent buff that gets added to you. And now, 5,500 gold lead for LNG. They'll just walk over very easily with no contest and take over a Cloud Soul.
Nope, just no opportunities available to actually contest this one, and even if you stole it, you wouldn't really gain very much of value. You'd get a couple percentage points of movement speed out of combat, and that's the best you could hope for. ThunderTalk probably no choice but to give that one up at this point, and maybe you can flip an Elder or a Baron later on down the line, but right now LNG have just played calm, cool, and collected. They've had full control basically the whole game through. And they're just going to be marching on through, waiting for this next Baron to spawn, and very likely going to be able to close out the game from there. ThunderTalk starting to set up some death brushes, see if they can get themselves a little bit of an angle. There they go, finding their way on towards Missing. Goes into the stasis, though, and BuLLDoG and Croco going to be there to back him on up. Croco now subbing in for the front line, right where he belongs, and Junhao's already fallen down. A beautiful equalizer is found by Sheer. Chunks out the remaining members as they manage to finish off the Alistair. Heru going to be forced back. Keshi throws down that slicing Maelstrom, gets back onto Missing, but that is the only kill he will gain as Croco runs down the rest of the ThunderTalk lineup. A double kill to Croco, and we're not waiting for Baron anymore, Jay Beto. ThunderTalk collapse at the seams, and LNG look to win game number 1.
ThunderTalk get 3 items on Ryan, and they say, this is our timer, we have to go, but Missing doesn't even need to flash out. He Zhonya's, he rocket belts away, and LNG will clean up.
The two of us, you're going to be dead before you get out of that CC chain. Mininar, plenty squishy for a top laner. Will give opportunities for Keshi to find those advantages, which on a poor reaction time or on a cooldown for that spell shield. So, limited opportunities here. It's going to be a fight over this dragon. All 4 members of ThunderTalk already in the area. Missing going to start off with the CC onto Junhao. Here comes BuLLDoG with a big shifting sands back on towards the rest of the team. First blood going the way of Croco, but he will fall back on the opposite side. Junhao now flashing after, trying to finish 1XN. He'll be able to make the trade happen onto Ryan. And BuLLDoG and Missing will chase Junhao down to try to win this fight for the side of LNG. It's already a 3 for 2, and Junhao forced entirely off the play. He's on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift, and BuLLDoG will make it 4 for 2, doubling up.
However, is going over to ThunderTalk.
They're the ones who show back up. They're the ones who claim the prize. Cloud Drake number 1 going the way of ThunderTalk, but yeah, certainly going to be a lot happier about getting those 2 early kills on the Azir. Our LNG BuLLDoG off to the races here.
Darkseal Azir is built. I'll have to ask Fools about that, but BuLLDoG having 6 to Darkseal this early, 2 kills, 2 assists.
Here's the combo. BuLLDoG flashes, dashes, still gets charmed, still gets finished off, does manage to shuffle Junhao back away, and that will be a KO onto the jungler. Now Heru trying to kite away, can't do it. Croco finishes him off, and that's LNG's jungler. Still had the flash from earlier, gets himself out of danger, and absorbs the gank. Now Missing flashing into the bottom side, gets right on top of Ryan. Ryan going to be able to fight backwards for now, but will be finished off by Croco. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but 1XN going to make sure that they clean house. 2 to LNG. Behind in basically every lane. as LNG rolls up to the bottom side, can start off this Dragon number 2. ThunderTalk not going to be able to keep that stacking going despite their success on the first one. Will they be able to show up here and try to contest? Junhao not even going to be able to get into the pit, and now they're looking for a fight. Missing, finds the Zenith Blade, forces the flash out of Feather, going to throw down that Solar Flare, but here's an engage over the wall. Missing going to be the target. Heru dashes in with the Spirit Rush, already down to only 1 charge, can't land the charm, and BuLLDoG's just auto-attacking him to death. Heru forced over the wall, going to be able to dash back away. Hook connects onto the Wukong clone. Like not could be, at least a top 8 team in the LPL.
I think in Croco's first games, and hold on, this Hook comes out.
Ooh, nice double knockup found by Croco. In comes Missing right behind him. It's a little bit of a 4 versus 3 with the clone involved. Croco going to dash on forward. Nice hook connects onto Sheer, but it just doesn't matter. Croco's brute forcing his way through the whole fight. TP comes in from Heru, stunned up en route. Finally, Ryan will be able to get the kill, but not before his mid laner drops down as well. Throws down the Moonlight Vigil, but will be absorbed without too much trouble by the LNG crew. They win the fight 2 for 1, as I feel like I've been saying on repeat together.
Dragon's up. Looks like ThunderTalk have priority around that. LNG are more concerned with getting some gold onto this Nah, getting their top camp, so Dragons have been really important in 2026 so far. ThunderTalk able to get their first Dragon lead in this series. I mean, their first Dragon in general in this series, but they've got 2 now, and Junhao's dead.
Yeah, Junhao gets found here, does get the Dragon, sacrifices his life for it. Croco claims the kill credit. And if BuLLDoG finds a little bit of a Jax here, might even get a little more action, doesn't end up spotting out Keshi. And the game will continue to go in LNG's favor. They just build up a bigger and bigger lead. They don't mind that they've sacrificed a Dragon or 2 to Junhao, because the end result has always been bigger and bigger gold leads for them. They pick up that bot lane outer turret for their efforts. They take control of the bottom side of the jungle, and they're not going to let it...
They do get 3 plates. They lost Flash on Jax and Vi, however. The Flash in Jax was down bot lane, but... Oh no, it's just bugged. Don't worry. It was grayed out.
Okay, well, we walk right back in anyway. There's going to be a Zenith Blade coming on through. Tyler getting knocked up. Feather getting knocked down as BuLLDoG going to be able to pick up that kill. Here come the flanking frontliners. Junhao pushed back away. Keshi going to be able to pick up 1. That kill credit goes over the way of Ryan. So it is a 1-for-1 exchange. The best one ThunderTalk's had in a while, but LNG are just bursting through this turret. They get themselves that credit, and you know what? Maybe not 2-for-1
I mean, LNG have a lot of damage with Azir Sivir, 2 items in. And this Aphelios is a prime target.
Yeah, I mean, between Gnar, Azir, Sivir, they do Baron so fast, but Sheer getting a little bit caught out here. He's got the backup of his team. Croco comes in with the knockup. Still, Keshi will be able to finish off the solo kill on towards his opponent. Gets a little bit of help from Junhao there as well. Junhao going to get chased on down by BuLLDoG. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange so far. And that will be Keshi getting a little bit of gold back in the tank in a trade for his jungler. But without a jungler, how do you contest the Baron, J-Beta?
You don't have Flash, no cleanse. You don't have priority. Your junglers just come back out on the map, so you will lose this Dragon.
Oh, knockup found. It's Missing, getting a little bit caught out. Gets on the hunted by his marksman, but still getting chased. Exhaust comes through. 4 members of ThunderTalk smell blood in the water, and they will be able to take out Missing. Heru gets his 2nd kill of the game.
I bought a lot of time, though, so I don't think ThunderTalk can do anything with this kill. Missing is very tanky with the Celestial Opposition, with the Ziggs, the Aftershock. Oh, I mean, we're going to try anyway. Missing's dead. Baron is on the table here. It's burning pretty fast.
Yeah, they're going to be able to do it pretty fast here with Ryan. He's got the chakrams stacked up. Hook comes through. Charm comes through. Croco can't do anything. The Baron will get slighted down. ThunderTalk successfully find somebody else in that area, or they will end up losing that bot turret. And the current rate of things, it looks like they will probably lose it. Keshi's going to finish this very fast.
Yeah, side lane Jax with the Sheen. Also lose the top lane turret, and it looks like they are just willing to give both side lane turrets to keep mid control.
All right, there's an engage found on towards Feather, but the backup's not quite there. TP is being channeled by both parties. Here come the top laners. Hook connects immediately onto Sheer, and he's going to get blown up as he shifts back into mini form, missing the next target. Keshi knocks him down with a mighty swing. 2 kills back over to ThunderTalk with 30 seconds of Baron left.
I mean, I don't know what LNG are doing. They looked for the play. I thought originally it was just to get the double TP out. I thought, man, that's a really smart play. But no, Sheer is on the TP. I'm pretty sure he was mega as he TP'd in, and it wore off as he landed. So he TP'd in as mini Nah with no chance of developing Rage, and he just got instantly melted. And now, after that, the gold has been completely...
Heru looking for another charm to potentially come on through. Does not quite find his target. Junhao going to start up onto this dragon. This is going to be soul point whoever gets it. Croco charmed up right away. Chunked to about half. Nice start here for ThunderTalk as they do still have control. Croco going to be able to look for a steal. Does not decide to go for it. Soul point secured for ThunderTalk over the wall. Junhao ultimates the clone, and now Croco's got a pathway to get out of here. Feather going to get focused down, but the rest of the team tries to flash out to safety. Will be finished off by Sheer. Quad knockup found by Croco with the recast of his Cyclone. Sheer over the wall going to transform, go Mega. Croco going to get involved with another clone. Triple stun found here by Keshi. Can he turn this back for the team? 1xN and BuLLDoG doing his best to be able to fight back through. Keshi in that counter-strike will finally be taken down, but now it's Ryan's turn to turn it back around. It's a triple kill to Ryan 3. 1xN trying his best to fight 1 versus 3, but he's just got no chance. He's got to bail on this fight.
Ryan on this Aphelios is pretty much untouched throughout the majority of this fight. And we're back on another Baron. Does that say 8,000 damage for Aphelios in live? I think it does. That is a lot of damage.
I can't believe that we can Vi ultimate a Wukong clone and win out the team fight. This is not a good sign for LNG, J Beto. As
no,
ThunderTalk have fought their way back into this. They have the gold lead now for the first time in the entire game. Ryan is grooving. He's got a full-on legendary shutdown available to him. He's absolutely massive on a 7-3 scoreline. Very well could. That's why we need LNG to show up and try to defend this if they want to be able to still have a chance in this game. Working 4 members on towards this turret. LNG still up at the front line. Hook connects on a BuLLDoG, but the follow-up is not quite there. Sheer's still working on the split push, meanwhile. Should be able to take this inner turret for his name, but Keshi going to be working on the inhibitor turret, and it just one-shots it there. So it's a turret for turret trade, but another turret going the way of ThunderTalk. They go up 2 for 1 in that metric. Finally able to protect the inhibitor is the likes of 1xN, but nice moves on the push.
What's even behind?
ThunderTalk is TP behind. They want to get the play going. Croco finds a double knockup off the back of his Cyclone, and Feather is done for right as the dragon is about to spawn. Can Junhao get out of this? Channels himself another Q. Will be able to fall back away in time, but still no support for this upcoming dragon spawn.
No flash, no Cyclone for Croco for the support. I think you take that as ThunderTalk. LNG needed to go more. They needed BuLLDoG there as well. If he has TP, they needed... I mean, Sheer missed his jump over the wall, but it will be ThunderTalk actually giving the dragon. So that is enough. I thought that maybe ThunderTalk could rally a fight together with this 3,000 gold lead Aphelios, but LNG will make the dragon so much damage. He's got the Rabadons online too. 1xN working on his Bloodthirster as well, that I assume Ryan is building into the same item. But it's Baron in 1 minute. LNG, if we can find a pick.
No, they do find their way on towards Feather once again. Sheer is over the wall to be able to finish that kill off, and it's a 5
pinch, and the TP from Keshi means that LNG just start up the Baron. It's actually a bait though. They're in this mid brush. Feather's caught.
Oh, Feather first up on the menu once again. Charm dodged away from. Here comes Keshi over the wall, looking for the sun, but 1xN going to be able to spell shield it. Nobody able to get onto 1xN so far. He's chucking boomerangs through the whole team, but Ryan doing much the same. Throws out his Moonlight Vigil, flashes over the wall, going to be able to finish off on a BuLLDoG, but 1xN, look at him, still firing away through the entire fight. Ryan caught in a 1 versus 3. Keshi going to bail him out. Finishes off 1xN. It's all on Croco and Sheer, trying to finish off Ryan. Ryan going to drop down, but not before he finishes off Sheer as well, and now it's Keshi and Croco, the last 2 left alive, and this is a fight that Keshi can win all day long. 4 members down on either team. Croco is able to juke him out with the decoy, so 4 for 4 is your final fight score.
What is happening in this series, Gordo, in this second game? It's a 4 for 4 at 40 minutes. 8,000? 15k from Sivir in one fight?
Yeah, That was a gorgeous team fight from 1xN. It's another solar flare onto Feather. Sheer finds him yet again. Heru cut away from the rest of the team. Already had to use 2 charges of Spirit Rush. And Missing will not let this fish go. Keshi gonna dive onto 1xN. Once again, it's gonna be spell shielded. And Keshi not going to be able to get on top of this Sivir. Just rampaging through the fight is 1xN. Continuing to chuck out boomerangs. Keeping Ryan at bay. And now another Zenith Blade connects through. It's on towards Heru. Heru low on health. Got sectioned off by the Sivir and is easily finished off. So much damage here from 1xN. LNG find the fight that they need. Ryan cut off from the rest of the team. They're trying to section off Missing and take him down. He will fall, but it's gonna be Ryan taken out on the opposite side. That is not a worthwhile trade, ThunderTalk, and you're not gonna be able to win that fight without Ryan at your back. Keshi goes into the stasis, but he is just delaying the inevitable. As Sheer will shuffle him right back into the wall. Dragon Soul for LNG. Team fight for LNG, and they pull the game back. The Dragon Soul for LNG, absolutely massive though. Being able to secure these last 2 elemental drakes in a row, giving them that permanent shield, giving them that little bit of extra health. And the fact that 1xN has gotten to play out these last 2 fights on such a safe plane of existence. They've gotten BuLLDoG, but they haven't gotten 1xN. And once again, the highest damage percent AD carry in the LPL is showing up in the team fights.
I think that Heru has had a bit of a quiet game from this one too. Even though BuLLDoG's been dying, I don't think this Ahri has really been doing a ton in these fights. No CC onto 1xN. He has GA now. It's full 7 slots of items for both of our AD carries. I think Ryan's GA has also come back up, but LNG looking to end it.
ThunderTalk gotta get in on this fight right away. The Solar Flare stunned up onto Heru. He couldn't get the fight started the way he wanted. Now the first Nexus turret's down. Heru going to flash forward. Doesn't find the charm that he needs. Keshi looking to get onto 1xN of the backline. Once again, his stun is going to get spell shielded. And they found Ryan. They shuffled him back into the team. They executed him with another beautiful boomerang blade. And LNG dominate the team fight, take the Nexus, and move on to match.
You're getting knocked up, you're getting, stunned. The bullet time is going to do so much damage here. I think that ThunderTalk's backline is, it's got range, which is really nice. That, you can bait the flash right with Rel Q, but the flash is gone. So anytime Missing wants to go for a kill, he could just Q flash on Ryan and he will guaranteed be hit by it because it's a virus, but that won't happen until 1xN gets some actual damage online.
Knockup from BuLLDoG. Croco in position. First blood goes the way of BuLLDoG. Junhao arrives, but it is too little, and it is too...
Sometimes it is the support's job. Just make sure your team gets cannons. Good damage here from 1xN.
Ooh, bullet time coming through onto Ryan. Missing coming in on the flank, and that will be enough for 1xN to get the job done.
Base timer. And even though LNG aren't able to start up any of these dragons, they will get these 3 grubs in the top. I don't even know. Does Sheer need to do that? Probably not. Maybe he has first item in base, but maybe we're just using ults for prio.
Ryan! Stop taking the bullet time, my man.
Dead.
He's gonna get solo killed. 1 versus 2. Looking for the battle, does have himself a level advantage. Good damage found out of the Trundle, but Subjugate certainly doing as its name would imply. Junhao pushed back away. Heru arrives to the scene, though, finishes off the kill and puts Apologize to Ryan. I think I've caster cursed him a little bit here. I've said at the beginning of this game how well he was doing this series. Heru a little bit found, but actually maybe more than he bargained for the side of BuLLDoG. He's going to have to snap back to his soul. Meanwhile, Keshi and Junhao trying to get this fight started, diving forward onto Croco. Keshi going to be able to chop him down, and that's going to give a reset over to Junhao for them to pressure on towards Sheer. Could be a little bit squishy.
He's got the BT completed, working on the new the new Essence Reaver. My mistake. The Essence Reaver. Soul, Infernal Soul. We rolled a high one for our third 3 grubs. Mostly, the game would be completely even if 1xN didn't play his lane superbly well. Because that's really the only massive gold lead. Cover, hook goes wide, barely. But ThunderTalk will get nothing on this side of the map.
That turret already plenty low from the work that BuLLDoG has done to it earlier on, and they're going to even look to try to invade onto Junhao's jungle. They see him working on this blue buff, and here they go. Jumping right on towards him, going to try to steal away that blue buff. Did not quite see if they got it, but here comes the backup from Heru. Missing might be in too deep. Throws down the Magnet Storm, flashes back out to safety, stays alive. Now BuLLDoG is here. Junhao did finally manage to take down Missing with the red buff ticks, but 1xN going to get the kill back on towards Heru. 1 for 1.
Alright, so ThunderTalk did get the blue buff there because Heru got the extra blue buff, and you can see Junhao still has his now, but Croco is using the Herald in mid. Does this kill the tower? I mean, it will with 1xN around, but missing Living for so long, it was only the bleed from Junhao, who has to go invulnerable here. And the turrets around the map are just falling in favor of LNG. The bot lane turret here by BuLLDoG split.
Dogs.
1xN forced to flash. A bit out of position there as BuLLDoG is solo killing the dragon, so they're split up here. LNG are doing the dragon. They're a little weaker in the 5v5.
They're grouped up though. They're TPing in. Keshi missing, going to be the first target. Junhao advancing forward. Dragon at 2k HP. Heru comes in with the Weaver's Wall. Caught on the other side. The dragon going to go down, but so does missing. Quick pickup for ThunderTalk. Can they get his second item completed on this Gwen? Getting that additional kill worth of gold onto Croco earlier, a big help for him, but now he is getting targeted. A little bit of a caster curse here on to my boy Keshi, trying to snip his way out of this one, focusing on Croco. One or two more snips and do it, and Keshi outplays the gank. 1v2, kill back to the Gwen.
She is going to have to TP, I assume, because Junhao is on the way. He's too late. He's dead.
On the hunt, call the pack, baby, is in comes Junhao, choosing to hold on to the ultimate for now, scans him out, actually can't get vision of him, finally does it, and a dash into a reset for Junhao. 2 kills to ThunderTalk as they reach too deep into the cookie jar for Keshi.
A huge lead on this jungle roll now. Junhao, 1,300 up against this Trundle, who goes way too far in the 2v1 to chase Keshi down. And even if you got that kill, what do you get from it? Do you kill the full turret? I mean, he's probably not staying around.
Uh-oh, Keshi. Get out of there, brother. Oh, no. Make it rain finds him, and now he's going to get magnet stormed right back in. There's no drain tank in 1xN when he's this far ahead. Keshi will fall. Kill credit over to the carry.
Still going here. The wall onto Croco.
All right, Heru looking to be able to shuffle back in Croco. He's trying to put on the fancy feet, trying to put on the blue suede shoes, trying to dodge his way out, but Junhao will find him with the double dash. The gold is all funneled into this misfortune. Got to feel plenty good for the ThunderTalk side. They are the ones with control over the river as this dragon is alive, but the fight gonna get started. It's missing. Dives back onto Heru. Ryan gets one shot before the fight really even starts, and now Sheer hunting for Heru on the backside, able to connect that twofold hex, looking to be able to finish off the Talia. Still can't quite find the damage to be able to do it. Keshi arrives, but is it too late? He's looking for missing. Dive forward for Junhao. They want to be able to make this a 1-for-1, but the stun comes right back, and Keshi just gets eviscerated by the full LNG lineup. Croco stepping forward to be able to execute on a feather. 3 kills to LNG for nothing back to ThunderTalk.
Missing's engaged with 1xN's bullet time. Does so much damage to ThunderTalk. And the lead on this Nefiri is not enough. Soul Point will go over to LNG unless a miraculous steal from Junhao, but the dragon is already taken.
They do not want a 50-50 this. Probably the wise choice. Junhao could have contested on that one. And now Junhao might be up too far, going to have to dash his way out to safety. They do get the inside track on the mid. They will be able to take down the mid outer. Keshi stepping forward, thinks he can snip away at Croco with the rest of the team still there. And Croco's now so low, missing, gets caught in the Dragon Pit, or the Baron Pit rather, and they will be able to finish him off. Junhao claims that kill credit. It's a 5v4 on the map. ThunderTalk, all 5 members right on top of the Baron. They just picked the engage.
And now ThunderTalk are on this Baron. No jungler around. He had to reset. There is a bullet time and a fate sealed from the backline.
Oh, Ryan takes a lot of damage from that bullet time, but now 1xN going to have
to
cancel it.
gone.
The Baron going to end up going down. Smited successfully by ThunderTalk. Kill on the BuLLDoG. 1xN trying to step on up, but he's got to be cautious with this shutdown gold that he holds in his inventory. But look at that damage. Feather and Junhao take a big dump.
Looking to de-ward, or thinks that this is, you know, a position to flank maybe, but with missing dead and Croco in base after that, ThunderTalk walk in and spawns.
Absolutely. And that is the moment of pressure that they will need to be able to deny this soul. LNG, with much of their gold lead stripped away here. Junhao so wealthy on the Nefiri. And now push back away. Here comes the Weaver's Wall. Sheer going to barely be able to jump over to the other side, but they will claim their prize of an inner turret, which will push the gold lead over to the ThunderTalk side. But now what about LNG coming in from the flank? Missing already lost most of his HP. Croco still seems to want a little bit of action here because he's got 1x down on the other side. Sheer coming in on a big TP flank. Going to be able to find a big between worlds. There's going to be the opening up of the bullet time. Keshi takes a huge chunk of damage. Ryan going to get melted down as well. BuLLDoG's already been able to finish off Heru. Down go both carries. Keshi going to be up next on the menu. He snips down Missing, but he will lose his life in the process. Junhao getting chased down by Croco, and just like that, LNG snap a trap shut and take the lead right back from under ThunderTalk's nose.
And they'll continue going forwards. Feather might get out with this blast cone, but the damage has been done, Gordo. The Infernal Soul is being done by BuLLDoG, and a Baron does not stop the bullet time from killing your entire team. There is nothing that ThunderTalk can do.
And now, LNG find themselves right back in control. They have the Infernal Soul. They have the extra damage. And they're going to claim themselves inner turrets right back.
Yeah, they have Infernal Soul with a ton of scaling here with the Yone, with this. Working on 5 items MF, it'll be the RFC, I assume. BuLLDoG's just either damage checking or he's just decided he can solo the Baron. Well, the Baron's gone.
Yeah, it does seem to be so. Junhao's on the wrong side of the map. The Baron is down below half HP. Missing is catching out Heru, or at least marking him. And that's Baron buff.
Yeah, this bullet time does so much damage. It nearly fully killed Ryan with just the bullet time. Now Heru is into stasis, but
woo!
Well, 4 items deep. LNG are so strong right now. What did we miss here? Missing using a flash, or Missing just died? Oh, Missing died. I didn't even see.
I didn't either. I mean, but there he goes.
All right.
Bye-bye,
well,
Missing.
Elder's up, and ThunderTalk are doing it. BuLLDoG's forced a TP over. If we could find a good wall from Heru here, but even despite the numbers advantage, ThunderTalk don't feel confident.
Alright, well, can ThunderTalk try to get in here and do something? Missing going to be back here before you know it, so they'd better start pulling that trigger soon. Keshi looking around on the flank. They are coming back out of base with Feather. Keshi taking a little bit of a chunk here, going to try to find an angle on towards Sheer. Now Missing has arrived, so Keshi's got to back on away. Weaver's Wall comes on across, does cut off BuLLDoG and Croco, but the follow-up is not quite there. Double daggers going in towards the Elder. Junhao forced to back away. Heru takes half his HP in a chunk, and now LNG see their opportunity to push on forward. Feather throws out the hook, finds it on a Missing. Bullet time comes across, doesn't find its target. BuLLDoG gets the first kill of the fight. It's on towards Feather. Keshi now 1 versus 1 with BuLLDoG. Missing going to disrupt that, but Keshi should be able to finish off. No, he can't. 1xN turns around, fires away. Meanwhile, Sheer just demolishes the rest of ThunderTalk on the opposite side, and that's going to be an ace for LNG. 5-0. They're going to clean out this series. It's a 3-0 as many predicted, and LNG continue their march towards making the run from Nirvana to Ascension.
LNG will continue their undefeated streak in 2026. They've taken down Group Nirvana.